Have you ever experienced that sudden burst of energy where you buy a new book, download a new app, or sign up for a course feeling completely ready to conquer the English language? You go hard for 2 or 3 days, maybe a week, but then life happens. You get tired, you get bored, or you just feel like you aren't making progress fast enough. Suddenly, that book gathers dust and you stop opening the app. You aren't lazy and you aren't incapable. You are just missing the one vital ingredient that acts as the fuel for your entire journey. Today we aren't talking about grammar rules or vocabulary lists. We are talking about the engine that keeps you moving when the road gets steep. Welcome back. Today we need to have a serious conversation about the missing piece of the puzzle for almost every language learner I meet. It's not about finding the perfect teacher or the perfect textbook. It is about motivation. But not just any motivation. We need to define what actually pushes you forward. You see, motivation is simply energy. Without it, learning English feels like dragging a heavy stone up a hill. It's exhausting, heavy, and miserable. But with the right kind of motivation, that same process feels exciting. It feels like an adventure. To get that feeling, we have to uncover your specific why. I love this concept of the why. Your why is your personal, non-negotiable reason for being here. It's the answer to the question, why am I doing this to myself? For a lot of people, the answer is too vague. They say, well, English is useful. Sure, it is. But useful doesn't get you out of bed at 6 a.m. to study verbs. Your why needs to be close to your heart. Maybe your why is travel. You want to order street food in New York or ask for directions in London without breaking a sweat. Maybe it's career-driven. You want to command a room during an international business meeting. Or maybe it's pure passion. You love English movies, music, and books, and you're tired of relying on subtitles or translations. Whatever it is, it has to be yours. Now, before we get to the practical exercises, we have to distinguish between the two types of motivation, because mixing them up is exactly how to stay motivated to learn English effectively over the long term.
First, there is external motivation. Think of external as outside. This is when the reason comes from someone else. Your boss tells you that you need English for a promotion. Your teacher tells you that you have to pass an exam next week. This type of motivation is very common, and honestly, it works for a little while. It creates pressure. You study hard because you are afraid of failing the test or disappointing your boss. But here is the trap. External motivation is like the wind. It pushes you from behind and you walk faster. But what happens when the wind dies down? What happens the day after the exam is finished? The pressure disappears and usually your learning stops completely. I've seen this happen to so many students. They pass the test, close the book, and never open it again. That is why we need to shift our focus to the second type, internal motivation. Internal means inside. This comes from your gut, your heart, and your dreams. This is the desire to connect with people from other cultures, or the pride of knowing you are expanding your mind. If external motivation is the wind, internal motivation is a fire burning inside your chest. The wind might stop blowing, but a fire, if you tend to it, keeps burning. It provides its own heat and light. When you are driven by internal goals, like wanting to make friends around the world, or proving to yourself that you are capable, that motivation doesn't disappear just because there isn't a test tomorrow. It lasts for years. It sustains you. Now there is one massive enemy that tries to put out this fire, the fear of mistakes. So many of you stay quiet because you think your grammar is bad or your pronunciation isn't perfect. You are terrified of looking foolish. But I want you to change your perspective right now. Mistakes are not failures. They are data. They are proof that you are trying. In fact, embracing your mistakes is the secret to speaking English fluently. Think about it. Courage isn't about being perfect. Courage is about speaking even when you aren't sure. Every time you stumble, you are actually getting stronger. Mistakes are temporary. They fade away. But the strength you build by speaking up, that stays with you forever. So, how do we turn all of this philosophy into action? I want to give you a daily practice. It takes 5 minutes, it has 3 steps, and it will change how you learn.
Step 1, connect with your reason. Every single morning, ask yourself, why am I learning English? Don't just think it, say it out loud or write it down. I am learning English because I want to travel with confidence. Remind yourself of the goal. Step 2, use your imagination. Close your eyes for 60 seconds. Visualize your future self. See yourself in that foreign cafe, laughing with friends, ordering food, or presenting your ideas at work. Make the picture bright and loud. Hear your own voice speaking clearly. Feel the confidence in your body. This visualization tricks your brain into realizing that your why is real and attainable. And step 3, take small actions. This is crucial. Do not try to study for 3 hours once a week. You will burn out. Instead, do one small thing every single day. Listen to a 5-minute podcast. Write 3 sentences about your breakfast. Learn 1 new word. Consistency beats intensity every time. It's like exercise. If you run a marathon once and then sit on the couch for 2 months, you won't get fit. But if you walk for 10 minutes every single day, you will transform your health. The same applies to English. Small steps, repeated daily, create massive strength. So, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop worrying about the textbook. Find your why, light that fire inside you, and take one small step today. You are brave for doing this, and I believe in your ability to master this skill. Thank you so much for spending this time with me and investing in your own growth. If you found this helpful and want to keep that fire burning, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to English Glow. Until next time, keep finding your why.